Yeah, Keith Olbermann, boy, he said this was a purge so brutally racist it makes you think it was done by Elon Musk. Um, wow, this was interesting. He said they didn't even try to hide the racism by firing an unnecessary white anchor like Katie Tur. That used to be his girlfriend.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You've heard my story. You've heard my story about Keith Olbermann.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. But this was not fair. He said when the company's in trouble, when a dollar might be earned, you won't hear crap out of Maddow. I think he has a lot of axes to grind over there. He said, or Lawrence O'Donnell. Well, Rachel Maddow did stand up. Yeah. And he said, I will profusely apologize to anybody at MSNBC who stands up in defense of Joy Reid and said, this stinks. This makes us white. This is contributing to the entirety of Trump racism enveloping this country. Well, I hope he has profusely apologized, especially to Rachel, who is a class act. They said, yes, the MSNBC firings were regrettable. I'm especially put out by Katie Fang's exit. They should have axed Ari Melber. I stopped watching him years ago because I'm so underinterested in hip-hop trivia. Plus, he talks down to his audience. And I just think it has a lot of right-wingers on, and it just at the liberal network, you don't want people that are kissing the ring like Joe and Mika, or people that are giving more space to right-wingers to lie and. Also, Joy Reid is an authentic black voice. That's just a white guy quoting hip hop constantly. It's not a powerful black voice like right. Joy Reid is. So I just think she's irreplaceable, and I'm still bereft about it. But anyway, Rachel Maddow had said this is a difficult time in the news business, but it does not need to be this difficult. We welcome new voices to this place and some familiar voices to new hours. It's going to be great, honestly. We want to grow and succeed and reach more people than ever and be resilient and stay here forever. I also believe, and I bet you believe, the way to get there is by treating people well, finding good people, good colleagues, doing good work with them and having their back. That we could do a lot better. So good for her for having the courage to call out her own network. Put them on blast, right? But support all of the other good folks there, because I for one don't want to lose the only left-leaning network we have. Chris and I were saying, Jody, the other thing with Morning Joe, I don't know whether they think, people don't like politics, so we're going to do other stuff now, interview actors and talk about sports and do Know Your Value. No, we don't like the way you're doing politics.
Right.
We don't like the way you're bending the knee.
Right.
So, put the weekend show in that spot. Do reconstitute AM Joy. Do something that matches what do we call it? The moment we're in, this fierce urgency of as Joy Reid said in our last show, that fascism's already here. I mean, Governor Pritzker, give me 17. He's one of the people voicing the urgency of this moment.
Holocaust, obviously invoking a horrible, horrible thing that took the lives of ancestors of yours and ancestors of mine, is evocative. I would also think it might be controversial. People might think, how can you possibly compare what happened in Germany in World War II to what's going on here in the United States?
Well, we're talking about the death of a constitutional republic. That's what happened in Germany in 1933, 1934. And we're seeing today that you've got an administration in Washington that's ignoring court orders, literally ignoring when a judge says you can't do this. They're going ahead and doing it anyway. The question is, where does that stop? The courts don't have the ability to enforce, and the president is supposed to obey them, but is not. So this is just one piece of a very long story that's developed over the last 6 weeks.
By the way, to the point about both sides do it journalism, I love New York Times PitchBot. They said, yes, Trump and Musk are engaged in flagrant self-dealing, but it's no worse than what Joe Biden was accused of doing but didn't actually do.
Right.
That's exactly it. Thank you. Other 98 said, Biden spent 4 years pulling our economy out of a dumpster fire and improving our name on the world stage, and Trump just wrecked all that in a month. I mean, it still is a little bit stunning. And to my point about all this on MSNBC, to conclude, Anna says John Kasich didn't help get a budget surplus under the Clinton administration. He and Joe Scarborough keep pushing this lie. Clinton did sign into law budget cuts. Clinton's singular tool to reduce the deficit was increasing taxes on the rich, which led to the surplus. Every single Republican in Congress voted no, both the Senate and the House. So please spare us with this revisionist bull. Have I stunned you into silence? I apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm in a bit of a state these days.
A bit of a state, she says.
Michael in Oakland. Hi, Mike. You're on with Jody on the show.
Hi. talking about this whole thing about the budget, it's not as complicated as it might seem, okay?
Right.
Let's just pick a number. They say Doge, it's nonsense, but they're saying that Doge is going to cut, let's just pick a number, $5 trillion from the budget. But they're going to give away $5 trillion in tax cuts.
Right.
Correct.
So where does the paying down the debt part come in?
Exactly.
You have to keep your taxes and then pay down the debt using the supposed savings you get.
It's always the same answer, Michael. They think we're stupid. By the way, we've been talking about this. Stella Parton actually tweeted about it. She said, "And the grift continues with gold cards for rich people to buy citizenship." What are they saying? For $5 million, you can buy citizenship. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then this whole we're going to give everybody $5,000
on February 31st.
Yeah, right. I mean. But that's exactly what he did. I hate to say it, Jody, but I guess it worked to some degree. Those stupid COVID checks that he signed with his big giant signature. People were like, Donald Trump had me on his money. When it wasn't him. It was Nancy Pelosi that got that through Congress.
Right.
It was Congress appropriated that money, but he actually held the money up to make sure his big, stupid, fat name got on it. Pardon me. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Amy says, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said on Tuesday the Trump administration would break with longstanding tradition and start handpicking which media outlets were allowed in the press pool. The AP is currently suing Trump for access. I think he got cut off because they left the HuffPost in. Of course, he cut off that reporter because anything that approaches an actual question or journalism.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. David in San Francisco. Hi, David.
Oh, thanks, Steph. I wondered if Malcolm had run into a book called Red Mafia. It was written in the year 2000, and it talked about the Russian mob and how they had influenced the United States. And then on page 132, it mentions Trump and how he was running a safe house for mobsters. And that if a mobster goes on the run
his
from
behavior is so
house,
unmob-like, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's
sure
surprising.
Now, in the thing about MSNBC, by dumb luck, I got on one of those Fox shows yesterday, and they wouldn't slam down the phone for 12 minutes. They gave me 12 minutes to talk about Trump and his mob ties. And it accidentally
what show on
fell
Fox?
into...
Fox shows take calls? Are you thinking of C-SPAN?
It was on Sullivan. I'll post it on the fan page.
Okay.
But it essentially, he accidentally goes into Rupert Murdoch's mob ties. And like I said, I'll post the audio file over to your fan page.
All right, David. Thank you.
It's crazy how he admits that the mob is running media.
Yes, absolutely. All right. I will give you, I'm sorry, but considerably less than 12 minutes. Okay. Jody, I just want you to know that it's not all Bella love. There's lots of Jody love rolling in as well. No, girls, don't fight. You're both pretty.
I love Bella.
Sun Tzu Tech says, I love Spicy Jody's solidarity with the Vacation and Chris on Guess the Quote. It's true. It's very sweet of you to be, because you're the smartest girl in class, to just be consistently wrong just to, make Chris look better. Okay. Oh, and then, of course, there's the usual hate tweet for me.
Oh.
Love for Bella, love for Jody. People miss Chris, but nope. Fierce Feline said, I heard your Stop Rush smear today. Nice to know you would support Hitler and deny me free speech for $1.
What?
First
She was
of all,
against the boycott.
I'm not sure how I support Hitler. What? Okay, I was saying the Stop Rush boycott nearly killed
awful,
progressive radio, which it did.
Right.
So that wasn't really just for $1. It was for the livelihood of the entire progressive media industry. That I was trying to say.
Yeah.
All the advertisers left radio in general. It almost killed progressive. Okay. I'm a Hitler lover. Okay. Wow. Oh, by the way, that reminded me of what's his name? Who's that blowhole from the Catholic League? Don. Here it is. I was saving this for Dana tomorrow. Catholic leads Donahue. Gallup poll shows the left is queering America.
What?
Here's my point. I was once on CNN with William Donahue, and we were arguing about something Madonna had done. Something cross, sacrilegious, something. It's okay. Go get it.
Go get him.
Mommy's talking now. Mommy's talking. Okay, anyway. This just turned into an episode of Walter the dog.
Yes.
Stop interrupting me.
Stop it.
Stop interrupting me!
My favorite. Okay.
That's the one.
Yeah, compared to Walter, they're not that bad. Oh, anyway, so we were arguing something, Madonna, and William turned to me and he said, "Oh, well, if Madonna jumped out of an oven and defended the Holocaust, you'd defend that too, wouldn't you?" And I was like,
No.
"What? No, but," and she didn't. What? That was the whole conversation. I was like, but that's a hypothetical. Huh? Okay. Mark, I'm confused by life. Generally.
I know. Me too.
Okay. Mark says, woke up to find that Trump is planning a large logging operation in our national parks. Oh,
Fantastic.
released an AI video promoting Trump Gaza. They're breaking things so fast, I don't see how we will ever recover, how the world will ever recover. Things we warned people about aren't even hypothetical anymore. It's true. You were warned. It is a big episode of You Were Warned, isn't it?
It's frightening.
Every single, it gets too exhausting to... Oh, hey there, it's Stephanie Miller. If you're like me and you love sharp political insight, pointy, you like it pointy and sharp, bold opinions, and a touch of humor to make sense of these crazy times, have I got some fantastic news for you. The Political Voices Network is now on Substack. This is your new go-to for the best in independent media. We're talking about my show streaming daily with episodes on demand, the fearless of journalism of Brian Karem, the brilliant side-splitting satire of John Fugelsang, the unrelenting working class advocacy of Rick Smith, and so much more. Here's the best part. Subscribing is so easy. You can join for free or go to the extra mile. Support these incredible independent voices by signing up for a full subscription starting at just $8. You'll get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and a chance to directly fuel fearless, unfiltered media. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the movement keeping truth alive in an era of corporate media overload. Every subscription helps, especially yours. One more time, that is politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Sign up now. Do it.